So, imagine you just broke off your engagement and quit your renowned job.
Now you're just laying around, being a bum, contemplating life.
Then your guy best friend of 30 years confesses his love for you.
Whoa.
Out of nowhere, your ex-fiance comes back.
Whoa.
Then you figure out your true passion, cooking.
Your parents thinks it's an absurd idea.
However, you move forward with it anyways.
Your dad has a change of heart and opens a restaurant for you.
Then you get engaged. Again.
Everyone's at peace. Hello, my name is Amy.
Hi, I'm Lanan. And welcome back to Bingeable Beans.
Yep. Today we're gonna be talking about Love Next Door.
The second half, part 2.
Thoughts?
Right off the bat, I'm gonna say I love the show all around.
Me too. I like it.
It's very wholesome. Very, very wholesome.
Others might think differently. They probably think
Yeah.
it's like boring because there's not really like anything crazy going on. But if you like slow things that are like cute with
I
like
think-
romance,
I think that was the beauty of it, though, is kind of just seeing the issues. It wasn't anything extremely traumatic, gory at all, right?
the problems, the issues that they would have, it's pretty realistic. It's
Yeah.
like within their families or like their love interests and stuff. It's nothing
Yeah.
like
I
dramatic.
think everyday issues. But I think that's what made it good. Compared to other K-dramas, sometimes romance can be boring if it's just simply about the couple. Like for this Love Next Door, for example, if it's focused only on Sung-ho and Suk-ru, I think it would get boring. For sure, it could easily get boring.
Yeah,
And
a lot.
even Sung-ho issues with his family and Suk-ru's issues with her family as well.
Speaking
think-
of like their different family issues, Sung-ho, his family is like on the richer side. They can speak French or something. His dad's a doctor. His mom is a diplomat, whatever. But I think their issue is like not spending time with each other enough.
Yeah, like they were gone away from each other so long that they lost their communication skills with each other. And I think that their dynamic, Sung-ho and Sung-ru, was really cool though, because they're best friends, right, since they were little, but they had very different backgrounds and issues and lifestyles, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
His family grew up very comfortable, very, very comfortable, while hers is just like, they're not poor. Okay, I would say she's comfortable and they're on the richer side. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? And then like the family, it's like different, dynamic is different too. She grew up with her family present, him not so much. I think out in the real world, friends who have different backgrounds like that is really cool, because then you each bring different perspective to the table. Yeah.
Yeah, and they're like neighbors.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've been friends since they were like really young. Friends of 30 years, right?
Something like that. They're 34 and he came over here. He went back to Korea when he was like 5 or something. Don't quote me on that. When he was little, elementary school age.
Yeah. But okay, so speaking of them, right? Their dynamic, their love. So they're like this bully type of humor. They're like bantering, they're like joking around, and she's usually the one beating him up or something, like teasing him. They've always been like that, right? I thought it was so weird whenever he confessed his love for her. So okay, yes, he could have this crush on her, right? But and then when it actually happened, they started dating and stuff. I thought it was so weird. I was like, I don't know how can like you were always been friends and always been that way. Like, how do you go from that for like 30 years and then like suddenly like
Yeah,
date?
but that's why I think they portrayed it pretty well though. I did see people comment about the show saying once he confessed, their chemistry, Sung-ho and Suk-ru's, wasn't as good anymore and it got boring. But I respectfully disagree, because I think the awkwardness added to the realism. Made it more realistic
because they're just not used to it.
Yeah, like they were like that bantering dynamic for so long. You can't possibly expect them to just boom. Okay, now you confess. Let's be all lovey-dovey. I don't know where.
Yeah.
So yeah, it took them time to get used to it.
I don't know. I still think when I look at them now, I mean they're very cute. Like their interactions with each other, they're like hugging and like the way they like lovey-dovey. But I just look at that and I'm like, ew.
Kind of like brother and sister.
Yeah. Like, even the parents, they knew that it would be weird when they introduced it to everyone. Like they were like really shy about it.
Yeah.
But when they finally did, like the reactions were just as I thought it was gonna be. Like the parents are like in a disagreement. They don't think that it's like a good idea. I think because it's just so weird. They would only see them as brother and sister, and out of nowhere. And she just got out of an engagement, and then suddenly she's dating her guy best friend. It's not weird.
I mean, it's been a decent amount of time.
Like in between, since the engagement. Yeah. So they have this in the show. There's the second leads, which their names are Moam and Danho. Oh my god, I love them. I always love second leads in every K-drama show because they're so cute. Like in this one specifically, Moam is the masculine hero. She's like saving lives. She's like what, an ER person? ET is what it's called. Emergency.
I said EMT. EMT. She's an EMT.
EMT. Yeah, EMT person, and she's like saving lives, and she's really masculine. And she always thought that she would just never really be interested in dating until she met Mudflat Man, which is
he came in and he was like splitting up the road, clearing traffic, and then she fell for him.
Love,
just from that.
Yeah, which is Danho. And when she found out it was Danho, she was just like shocked.
Their interactions is so funny.
She was super shy at first. Like I think there was one time they were just chilling and talking to each other, and then she accidentally kissed him.
No, she didn't accidentally. It's just like she was like emotional, and then it just like took over her.
And then after that, she's just like really shy. She's like, and then she was like running away, right? She's
like, I was embarrassed for her. He just stood there. He was like,
yeah. And then when she was running away, she like looked back. She's like, I don't even know why I'm running away, but literally neighbors.
Well, and with them though, because we find out pretty quickly that he has a daughter, right?
Yeah. Speaking of that, in the beginning, it felt so off that that was her dad. Like, it didn't feel right.
Well, that's why later when we find out that that's actually his niece, everything made sense for me. From that weird feeling, but also explains why, at the beginning, it seemed like he wasn't a present parent.
Yeah. Yeah.
He like left her home alone. And then also I was like, why is he so awkward about like this whole dating, flirting thing when clearly he's done it before and he has a kid, like clearly he had a wife before. But then now explains it, maybe he's so awkward because he hasn't been dating for like ever because he's taking care of Yeondu, he's been out of the dating world for years.
Speaking of, why does he have to be her dad? Why can't he just be the older brother? Why can't he just be like an older,
because it's like
relative, uncle or brother? Why does he have to make her call him dad?
I don't think it's like it's just like whenever you're close, he kind of took over that father figure role, so it's just natural that she calls him dad.
Like
that just happens like when they're close.
Did he say like, oh, you should call me dad, or was it naturally she just called him dad?
I think it's just naturally. It probably took time, but I think it's just naturally over time.
But she's aware too that that's not her dad.
Yeah, but I think like for a long time, if that's the only father figure you have,
Yeah, but you don't have to call him dad.
Yeah, but sometimes people just rather. It's more like endearing. Like, as a person who's taking care of you, like once you call them like, oh, your dad, that's kind of like an approval. Like, yeah, it's like an approval,
Okay.
Like, oh, I really see you as a father figure.
Right. Anyways, her whole family died, and that was a plot twist. He wasn't actually the dad, and he's raising her all home by himself. And one time, I don't know if we mentioned in the first episode, but I think we did. She was like left sick in the house.
Oh yeah, we did.
Yeah, we did. Yeah. So, and then, oh yeah, the Mo'am's mom doesn't approve of their relationship. Mo'am's,
which I wasn't surprised at all. That's like the typical.
It was because
he has a daughter.
That's right. That's why.
Yeah. She was like, "You're walking into fire," something like along those lines. Usually that happens a lot, especially with more traditional Asian parents. You know, the idea is just that they don't want their child to go through trouble. That's the idea of it. Even though, you know, maybe it's not actually trouble, but that's the first thing that they will see is.
Yeah.
And they also very much care about image. So it's like.
Yeah. I noticed that these families, most of these moms or parents, they disapprove things or don't let their kids to do things because they don't want them to end up like them.
Yeah.
But low-key kind of selfish. Like, I know they're just protecting them.
Oh yeah, no. I feel like there's always both sides to it. It's how they feel is justifiable.
Yeah.
But how they go about it is never right.
Yeah. I mean, there's a saying, like, our people's parents or parents in general, it's their first time living too.
Yeah.
So they're just figuring out life as well, just as much as you are.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I can't blame them.
Like, how they respond to it is the best way that they can think of to respond to it.
Yeah.
It's same thing with Sungru's parents too, and their disapproval of her and the cooking passion, especially because her dad went through it already. He single-handedly experienced it.
And he just wholeheartedly believes that if she does the cooking, it's gonna look like what he ended up with.
Fail because that's all he could see.
Yeah.
And I love the dad, the parents, all the parents. I love their interactions between like the mom and the dad, but also between the moms together, the dads together.
Yeah, their whole interaction's so funny.
The issues that they went through too, because the show discussed a lot of different family, like kind of relatable, everyday issues. The way that it displayed everything made it feel as if we're just watching like a reality show of a group of friends.
Yeah.
And it was just like very wholesome seeing how they resolved it. And then like when they did resolve it, it was just so adorable. Like the dads ended up like they were like close and hanging out with each other. And then when the dad finally slowly accepted the fact Sungwoon's passion is cooking, and then he decided to close the shop for her, close the shop and renovate it for her. And then their little talk, I don't know if you remember, but he announced that he was going to close the shop, right? And then he went outside and she went outside to talk to him. And it was just so cute. And then he was talking about like, yeah, you're so pretty, this and that. And it was just like back and forth. It's just, so cute. Warmed my heart.
You know, I wonder why that I enjoy this show compared to others. I don't know why. Because it's also super simple and pretty basic. There's nothing like crazy going on. But I enjoy it. I don't know why.
For me, I know because it felt real. Like, you're kind of like drawn to these characters because you can relate to all of them. And so you can like feel the emotion more.
Because what about other shows? Like, I remember other ones. I don't know why I hated it so much. Was it because it's unrealistic?
Maybe. Because for me, it was also because there's like all these different things. It's like one after another issue. Right. So it kept it going. It didn't need anything extremely dramatic. Yeah. But it was just like these issues after another was enough to kind of drive it. And they displayed everything. It played out pretty well. It felt natural. I
don't know. It's fall right now.
Yeah.
It's fall's cuffing season. We're both single. Hit us up.
No.
Where's her husband? If you're out there watching, go talk to her. Yeah. She's been single for 20 years. Hello? Hello, help, SOS, send us help. Anyways, if you're looking for a lovey-dovey show that's like comforting and pretty sweet, that's not just about the main leads and their love, and it's about other people and other side characters too, that's what makes it interesting. Love Next Door is just for you.
Yeah.
Now, the question is,
Wait. Oh, before the question,
Yeah.
I'd also like to add though, if you like and want to show that you're kind of like relating to the characters, I think this would be good because there's just so many possibilities of issues that you could relate to. You know, like you're bound to relate to something.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
relatable.
Yeah. I think that's what makes the show really good is the relatability part.
Mm-hmm.
It is wholesome. Very, very wholesome. Okay, now pop the question.
All right, the question of the day is the show bingeable?
I would say it's like kind of bingeable.
Yeah, kind of.
Kind of bingeable. Because you're not like this, but I could sit and watch it back to back.
I would say the show is something. Well, I like watching it, but I like putting it in the background. I don't know if that makes sense. Like, you don't need to pay attention for some parts. I don't know if that's a good description. That's not really a good one. But I would say, it's not super bingeable, but it's a good watch.
Yeah, it's
very,
really very enjoyable.
Yes.
Lovey-dovey.
I give it a... For bingeable, it's not how good it is, but bingeable-wise, I would say 6.
Solid 6, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
In terms of bingeability.
Yeah.
Bingeability, yeah.
Maybe we should have like 2 ratings, like bingeability and then like
and have scale.
good ability.
Good ability.
Wait, what's
so bingeability scale and then overall.
Yeah. If
Overall
it's good,
includes like good actor, music, plot.
yeah.
Yada.
Okay, 6 for bingeability, and then for the overall rating, a 7.
Really? You know,
Yeah.
I actually really like the show. I'd give it a solid 9.6.
Damn.
I know, because at first I thought it would be like a 9 or 8, but I just grew to really like it. Everything was just so cute, and it ended off so cute. The dads were so cute.
Okay, we get it. We get
The
it.
couple was so cute. Everyone's so cute.
It's because you're single. You never dated before. Just kidding. Not kidding.
Yeah, it's really cute.
All right. All right.
That's it for today.
Okay.